Hi everyone. Today, we are tackling a common and often frustrating error. Columns must be same length as key. You might see this when you are trying to split strings, especially in data manipulation tasks like with Python's pandas library. It can stop your code dead in its tracks. Let's break down what this error means and, more importantly, how to fix it quickly and efficiently. 1. Understanding the error. This error usually pops up when you are trying to assign the results of a split operation into a fixed number of variables or columns. Your code expects a specific number of pieces after splitting a string. However, some of your strings do not split into that exact number. For instance, if you expect 2 parts, like first name and last name, but some entries only have 1 part or 3 parts, Python gets confused. It cannot fit an unexpected number of items into the slots you provided. 2. Common scenario. Imagine you have a column of full names, like John Doe or Jane Smith. You want to split these into first name and last name columns. You might use a .split operation. Most names will split into 2 parts. But what if you have a name like Peter, only 1 part, or Mary and Johnson, 3 parts? When your code tries to put Peter into 2 columns, or Mary and Johnson into 2 columns, it fails. It says, hey, the number of parts one got is not the same as the number of columns I need to fill. That's exactly when you see columns must be same length as key. 3. Solutions to the rescue. Luckily, there are several straightforward ways to fix this. 3a. Handling uneven splits with Python's .split method. When using basic Python string methods, you can often control the number of splits. For example, text.split 1 will split the string at most once. This ensures you always get at most 2 parts. If you need exactly 2, you can add a check for the length of the split result before assigning. You might fill missing parts with none or an empty string. A list comprehension can be very useful here to apply this logic row by row. 3b. Leveraging pandas.str/split expand equals true. This is a very common and powerful solution if you are working with pandas data frames. When you use .str/split on a series, adding expand equals true is often the key. For example, df full name .str/split expand equals true will create new columns directly. If some rows have fewer parts than others, pandas will automatically fill the extra columns with nan not a number for those rows. If some rows have more parts, it will create additional columns for those extra parts. This handles the uneven length issue gracefully by creating as many columns as needed and filling in blanks. 3c. Pre-processing and filtering data. Sometimes, the best solution is to clean your data first. You can identify rows that do not conform to your expected split pattern. You might filter them out, correct them manually, or apply a different splitting logic to those specific rows. For example, you could check df full name .str count to see how many spaces are in each string, and then process rows with different space counts differently. In summary, the columns must be same length as key error means your split operation is yielding an inconsistent number of parts. The fixes involve either controlling the split with max split, letting pandas handle it with expand equals true, or pre-cleaning your data to ensure consistency. Thank you so much for watching and learning about this common error. I hope this explanation helps you debug your code more effectively. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more coding tips and tricks. It really helps the channel grow.